Yes, sir.
Oh, I don't go on the Quincy side. He's your father. He's up there. Yeah. Right up there with the blue hat. I wouldn't be on the blue hat. Where's the blue hat? I don't sit on the Quincy side. I'm not on that side.
There's Joe Halloran, number 34, 2-year starter, defensive back, wide receiver. Co-captain, number 56, Vin Trietti, 2-year starter, offensive center, linebacker. Co-captain, number 74, Fred Butts, offensive guard, defensive end. Co-captain number 75, Chris Selter, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Quarterback, number 7, Max Repoff. Number 20, Dean Zoya, fullback, linebacker. Number 21, Christian Donovan, wide receiver, defensive back. Number 22, Ricky Crane, tailback, linebacker. Number 25, Matt Gage, wingback, defensive back. Number 35, Steve King, defensive end. Number 36, Kyle Piazza, wingback, nose tackle. Number 40, Matt Dory, defensive end. Number 76, Dennis Reale, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. Number 87, Sean Cote, tight end. Defensive end, punter. Kicker. Number 88, Greg McGinnis, wide receiver. Number 28, Nam Phan, defensive end, wide receiver. Marshall Doughty, number 83, wide receiver, defensive back. Mike Mitchell, defensive tackle, offensive tackle, number 65. Number 54, Brian Flynn, offensive guard, defensive tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 68th encounter between Quincy High School and North Quincy High School. This is your public address announcer, Charlie Griff, and I would like to draw your attention to the center of the field where we recognize the Quincy Queen and the North Quincy Queen and their court. Principal Roland Hilly of North Quincy High School is escorted by the King, Paul Griffith, from North Quincy, and the Queen, Jenny Tam, North Quincy. The principal of Quincy High School, Bob Cooper, is escorted by the King, Dan Walker, and the Queen, Andrea Pelletier. How about hands for the kings and queens?
Defensive lineman number 79, Joe Cox. Offensive and defensive lineman number 74, Tom McNeil. Offensive and defensive lineman number 55, Brad DiMartino. Offensive and defensive lineman number 65, Joe Callahan. Tight end and defensive lineman number 89, John Page. Wide receiver and defensive back number 2, Pete Tarowski. Running back and linebacker number 33, Brian Neenan. Wide receiver, defensive back number 10, Mark Robertson. Wide receiver, defensive back, number 20, Dan Dorsey. Wide receiver and defensive end, number 81, Greg Walsh. Offensive and defensive lineman, tri-captain, number 54, Joe Duffy. Offensive and defensive lineman, tri-captain, number 63, John Alves. And defensive back, running back, number 27, Paul Desmond, tri-captain.
Named Nathan DiRosario, who came into the football game and ran about a 40-yard rush into the end zone for a touchdown that gave Quincy the win, and certainly North Quincy has had its share of heroes. You can remember Dave Burke, who went on to be head coach at North Quincy High School. Quincy coming through the tunnel right now. Dave Burke falling on the ball in the end zone to preserve a North Quincy victory. So there are heroes each side, and their names may not be on the tip of our tongue right now, but this game is very funny, and you never know. Quincy, as we said, coming through the tunnel. They are in their road uniforms, the white shirts, the blue numbers, the blue pants with the blue helmets with the red and white stripe. They are followed by the cheerleaders and their head coach, Bob Noble. And the North Quincy cheerleaders getting set, and they will come through the gauntlet. We see Jack Raymer down there on the sideline. Jack, he wanted to come up and do a little color, I understand. And Jack, longtime coach at Quincy High School, and Ken McPhee is around here as well, longtime coach at North Quincy High School. Ken in his position as Director of Security for the Quincy Public Schools. And of course this year we have athletic directors for both schools. That's a change from last year. Ed Miller, the athletic director at Quincy High School. Brian Buckley, the North Quincy High School athletic director, as the Red Raiders come through the tunnel in their predominantly black uniforms with the white numerals, red trim, and the black helmets, led by their head coach, Peter Chisholm Jr. Our officials are going out on the field right now as the two bands come to the middle of the field. We'll have the pause for the national anthem in just a moment. Have a ROTC color guard out there as well. So the two teams are out there, and the fans still pouring in. I think a lot of them certainly staying in their cars until the very last minute. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and then we'll be back with more as we get ready for Quincy North Quincy football.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please rise to join the singing of the national anthem as it's being played by the combined Quincy High School and North Quincy High School bands.
national anthem from the combined bands of Quincy and North Quincy High School. It's 10:05. You're listening to News Info 1300 WJDA Quincy. Charles Ross along with John Nicholson. And the two bands will march off the field and we'll have the introduction. The captains will go to the center of the field, meet the officials, and we'll be set for football action coming up in just a couple of moments. Let's take another 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Crossing the center of the field for the 58 car, the 25 captain, 27 Paul Desmond, 63 John Alves, 54 Joe Duffy. The four captains from North Quincy, 75 is Chris Fetter, 74 is Fred Butt, 34 is Joe Holland, Jim Coyote is 56. The referee in the white cap is Bruce Sutcliffe. The umpire is John Amacone. Linesman is William Jennings. Back judge is James McCann. Field judge is Robert Tate. The club operator up here is Dana Shaw. Quincy the visitors will make the call. Referee Bruce Sutcliffe will toss the coin. On the toss, election.
And Quincy will go on defense, and they will line up. Quincy's going to take the wind in this first quarter, so they will be moving from north to south or left to right. Lineups go this way. For the North Quincy Red Raiders, Max Rapoff is the quarterback. The fullback, Dean Zoya, wearing number 20. The famous retired number belonged to his grandfather. Pat Brigoli, the halfback. Joe Holleran, the wide receiver. Up front, it will be Jeff Narbone at right guard. Left guard is Fred Butts. Left tackle, Chris Selter. Dennis Reel, the right tackle. Sean Cote, the tight end. Greg McGinnis, the wide receiver. For Quincy defensively, Pete Tarowski will be a safety. Mark Robertson and Dan Dorsey will be the corners. The linebackers on the outside, Chris Camborian and Scott Kelly. Nose guard is Chris Sullivan. Middle linebacker is Tom Shruhan. The tackles are Joe Duffy and Joe Cox. The ends are John Alves and Greg Walsh. Now the officials call the teams out on the field. The Quincy Presidents, as we said, winners of 2 games this year as they come in with victories. They defeated Plymouth South and Silver Lake. And for the North Quincy Red Raiders, their one victory came at Barnstable. So North Quincy, as we said, defending the goal to our right, the south end zone. It's Pat Brigoli back deep along with Ryan Farnham and Tom Shruhan wearing number 53. He started the season way back when that first week against Randolph. He was in the backfield, but he has been called to the line, so a back and receiver number has been replaced by number 53. We're awaiting for a football to be sent out there as the official over on the far side. Give me a football, fellas. Very interesting, the two coaches before the game. Peter Chisholm is not a man of many words, and he certainly had the weight of the world, if you will, on his shoulders, thinking about the game and making sure. And on the far side, Coach Bob Noble, he said, yeah, you wonder why you go through all this stuff. You wonder why you go through all the aggravations and all that. This is why, this game. So, very interesting how they approach it. Serhan kicks it off, and we are underway. It'll be Bergoli at his own 16, and now we've got the officials blowing the whistle. Apparently something was not to their liking. No flag on the field, but apparently perhaps they were not set, so we'll kick it off. Once again, they're going to have to reset the clock as it took 7 seconds away. Mark Robinson was holding the ball for Serhan. As we said, that wind certainly gusting up here and blowing around. So Robertson will do the honors once again. Yeah, apparently it must have been that the officials were not set and Quincy kicked it off. Now they come over. Let's see, they're going to restore the 7 seconds. That one of the officials is talking to the official timekeeper up here in the press box, indicating that they haven't done it. Now they're trying to reset the clock. It's 11-minute quarters here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. I call it the stadium. I know the sign out front says Veterans Memorial Field, but most people in Quincy say, where's the game today? They say, at the stadium. So I call it that. We're still waiting for the clock. Now it shows 1:10. That was the longest kick in football history. And now we're set. A little Bronx cheer from some of the partisans on each side as they get the clock reset. Robertson holding the ball. Serhan to kick with Bergoli and Farnham. Set to receive, high end over end kick. It's going to be Bergoli at his 10. Up the middle to the 15, to the 20. Looking for a block, 25. And he is taken down at the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Matt Ramponi on the stop for the Quincy Presidents. As Max Rapoph comes out playing his final game for North Quincy, he has been an outstanding quarterback. When he was a sophomore, the 2 starters in front of him were injured, and he was called into service as a sophomore and has pretty much held on to the job ever since. Back split, Zoya the fullback, Bergoli is the halfback. Now man goes in motion. Kyle Piazza, pitch to Bergoli, sweep right side, 25, 30, up over the 33, up to the 34-yard line. Tom Serhan making the stop, and there's a penalty flag thrown as the play ends, and we'll see what our referee calls. The ball marked at the 34-yard line. We could have a personal foul indeed. That's what it is, so that will be for a late hit against Quincy, and that will give North Quincy a big leg up, putting the ball just shy.
It was a dead ball personal foul against Quincy. 1st down.
They marched off from the point of the end of that last play, so just shy of the midfield stripe. The Red Raiders have it. Wide man to the left is Joe Holler, and the ball is right hash mark. Wide man also to the right. Zoya moves now from the fullback in motion, and he fumbles the football. Big pile. Quincy says they've got it, and indeed they do. A counter play. Zoya hit the hole and never had the handle to it from Max Rapoph, so Quincy recovers the football, and it will be 1st and 10. I believe it was Chris Sullivan recovering it for the Presidents, who go on offense. Quincy will have the 3 wide receivers set: Greg Walsh, Pete Tarowski, Mark Robertson, Mike Lorenzano, the quarterback, Paul Desmond in the backfield, Tom Shrewhan, the center, Joe Duffy, left tackle, Brad DiMartino, left guard, John Alves, right guard, Joe Cox, right tackle, Jonathan Page, the tight end. We'll give you the North Quincy defense in just a moment. Lorenzano calling signals. Mark Robertson goes in motion from right to left. Lorenzano back to pass, rushes on, rolls out, rolling right, looking, now throws it down the field, complete to Greg Walsh at the Quincy 27-yard line, and that will be a gain of 20 yards and a first down. For North Quincy, Dennis Thompson is the safety, Dean Zoy and Ricky Crane, the linebackers, Pat Brigoli and Joe Holleran at the corners, Steve King is one end, Kyle Piazza, the nose tackle, Vin Triedi, a linebacker, Fred Butts, the other defensive end, and it's Chris Selter and Dennis Reel as the tackles. Quincy 1st and 10 at the North 28-yard line, just underway. This set up by a fumble of North Quincy. Paul Desmond gets the handoff, gets inside the 25 to the 24-yard line, going outside. He was taken down by Pat Brigoli of the North Quincy Red Raiders. That'll be a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Now coming out is Dan DiNardo for North Quincy. Looks like he's got a little equipment problem. Talking to one of the defensive coaches for North Quincy. Quincy comes out, Robertson, wing to the left, Walsh, wing right. Now Robertson goes in motion, Lorenzano with the pitch, and we get a whistle, and this is going to stop the play, and Quincy guilty of illegal motion. This offense that Coach Bob Noble has used most of this year, going away from the two-back offense, going to instead of two.
Here's the live game against Quincy. We're going to repeat 2nd down.
In the backfield, and it's certainly paid dividends for the Quincy Presidents, a couple of victories late in the year. So the 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd down and 11 for Quincy. Ball far hash mark. Robertson lines up right, goes in motion. It's Robertson on the reverse 30, on his feet to the 25, and bumped out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Pat Brigoli is second tackle, taking down Robertson on the reverse, if you will, and it will set up a 3rd down and 3 for the Quincy Presidents. 8:41 to go, first quarter. We are scoreless on a cold and windy, but otherwise a pretty good day for football. I see my partner John Nicholson has gone and got himself the hot cup of coffee. Can't blame him. It's 3rd down. One man in the backfield. Lorenzano busted play, on his feet to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. On a busted play, Mike Lorenzano from 21 yards out puts Quincy on the board. It is 6-0. All of a sudden, Lorenzano looked around and there was nobody there and said, I guess it's me, and he had good blocking up in front, and Quincy with 8:24 to go, first quarter, with the lead. Tom Sirhan will try for the point with Lorenzano to hold. High snap, he puts it down, kick up long enough, high enough, but it is no good. Teams come back upfield. It's Quincy 6, North Quincy nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Quincy Red Raiders, and once again, Mark Robertson will do the honors holding the ball for Tom Shruhan. And it will be once again Ryan Farnham, a sophomore, and Pat Bergoli, who is a junior, will be set to receive this kickoff. Quincy with the wind at their back here in the first quarter. And it's a high kick, bounces at the 20, taken by Bergoli at his 11, up the gut, right up the middle of the field, 30 to the 35, and is dragged down at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for North Quincy. John Alves making that stop for the North Quincy Red Raiders. So Max Serpoff will see if he can get the North Quincy Red Raiders back into this football game. Vin Trietti, the center, out over the ball. Greg McGinnis is wide to the right. A quick pass out to the right to Bergoli. He's got some room. He's over the 40, and he loses his footing at the 42-yard line. Right in the worn part of the field, pretty much from the 30 to the 30, the field between the hash marks. Very worn with all the action it gets between a high school game every week, the youth football and soccer and everything else. But the field otherwise in pretty good shape. Gain of 7, it's 2nd down and 3. 5-man Quincy front. Max gives it to Max gives it to Bergoli, and Bergoli is stuffed at the line of scrimmage as Joe Duffy came in and just gave Pat Bergoli a bear hug and put him down. It will set up a 3rd down, 3rd and almost 5 for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Down in front of us, Peter Chisholm Jr., head coach of the North Quincy Red Raiders, his 2nd Thanksgiving Day game. He wants to go home with a victory today. 3rd down, some movement in that line, and Rapoff gets it off complete to Joey Holleran at the 50 and into Quincy territory. He is down at the 47-yard line. Max paid a price for that as he hung in the pocket with 2 Quincy defenders just about to pounce on him, but he got it away. Holleran with a nice post pattern up the middle. It's a North Quincy 1st down at the Quincy 47-yard line. Red Raiders come out. Greg McGinnis is wide to the right. Ball middle of the field. Now Zoya again goes in motion. The give to Bergoli, getting that block behind Zoya. He's inside the 45 down to about the 41-yard line. Pete Tarowski on the stop there. That'll be about a 6-yard pickup for Bergoli. 2nd down. Now make it a 5-yard pickup. The 41, 2nd down. 6-0 Quincy with the lead. 5:49 to go in this first quarter in the annual Thanksgiving Day battle here at the stadium. Zoya now goes in motion to the right. Max fakes the handoff and the rush is on, and his sack penalty flag thrown as Chris Sullivan came in along with Tom Shruhan. And let's see what the officials are going to call. Probably going to be a holding call against North Quincy. We'll see. Coach Bob Noble, he's about 3 yards out in the field and giving his...
Move holding against North Quincy. 3rd down.
A sack, and it will make it 3rd down and 10 back at the 47-yard line for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Play called in. Now North comes out. McGinnis wide left. Ball left hash mark. Holleran is wide right. Zoya wing, Bergoli wing. Zoya, the lone man in the backfield. Play action fake to the wing. Max looking, throws it out, and it is bounced around and incomplete. Right through the hands of a couple of people. Sean Cote for North Quincy, and a couple of Quincy defenders were down there. Mark Robertson for one, and the ball just bounced around, and anybody had a fair shot at it, but it eventually hit the ground. Incomplete. North Quincy will be forced to punt it away on 4th down. Robertson single safety, and Sean Cote will do the honors. The senior stands 6'2", 215 pounds, waits at his own 41-yard line, gets it away. Not a good kick, but he'll get a roll inside the 25 and be down at the 21-yard line. So Quincy will take it 1st and 10 with 4:49 to go, first quarter. And I believe we've got a penalty flag. And it is offside against Quincy. So we'll see what North Quincy is going to do here, if they will take the penalty and kick it again. It was not a good punt. North Quincy has not had great special teams work, especially in the punting end this year. So we'll see what they do. Quincy would have the ball at the 21-yard line, but they're going to punt it again and hope that Cote can get a better punt off into a very vicious wind that is...
With an offside penalty against Quincy, we're going to repeat 4th down.
Ball at the Quincy 42-yard line, and Cote will do the honors again. Robertson now moves up to his own 15-yard line, awaiting that snap from center. Good snap. Not much of a rush. Line drive. Better punt this time. Bounces at the 20, and now it takes a Quincy bounce, and it's down at the 21-yard line. So by Ricky Farnham in North Quincy. So no gain whatsoever on the second punt. It was a better punt, but it had a Quincy bounce this time. So Quincy goes on offense, and we'll take a 30-second timeout.
Carried, 27. Stopped by North Quincy.
One play run for Quincy. Paul Desmond for a gain of a yard up to the 21-yard line, where it will be 2nd down and 9 for the Quincy Presidents. They lead by a 6-0 score. Mike Lorenzano, a 19-yard run with 8:24 to go in the first quarter, set up by a North Quincy fumble. The kick was no good. Lorenzano has his 3 receivers to the right. He keeps it, pitches it to Desmond, sweeping left side, 25, 30, looking for some room, 35 on his feet to the 40, 45, and is finally dragged down at about the 47-yard line, taken down by Ricky Crane, and it will be a 1st down for the Quincy Presidents, as everybody went to the right, and Desmond pretty much had to do it on his own. Didn't have a lot of blocking out there on the naked pitch. And we've got another flag down, and this appears to be against North Quincy. I believe the call from the referee was holding or personal foul.
We have a dead ball, personal foul against North, automatic 1st down.
That tacked on at the end of that run puts the ball at the North Quincy 39-yard line. And the Presidents come out, we said, with the wind advantage here in the first quarter, which is will last another 3 minutes and 51 seconds. Now 2 backs in the backfield. Chris Camborian back there, and Lorenzano keeps it inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. And went by the house in Independence Avenue this morning. Didn't see the sign for Chris Camborian. It's been there all year. Number 24 for Quincy High School, number 1, but didn't see it. But it has been there all year. It's second down for the Quincy Presidents. Ball at the 33-yard line of North Quincy. Camborian stays in the game with Desmond. Lorenzano calling signals, wing to the right, 5-man North Quincy front as Camborian gets the handoff, and he gets maybe a yard. That's about all before he's tripped up. Vin Trietti, the senior linebacker, 5'9", 185 pounds, doing a nice job on that play. Give him a yard, it'll make it 3rd down and 3 for the Quincy Presidents. Beautiful day, crowd still filing in. Can't blame them. It's a cold one out there, so if you can stay in your cars or stay in your house and come and see some of the game, try and stay warm. Cannot blame you at all. 5-man front, 2 linebackers playing up tight. Walsh in motion. It's Walsh gets the handoff. Now on the reverse to Robertson, up the middle inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Dennis Reel on the stop for the North Quincy Red Raiders. So Coach Bob Noble has certainly gone to the gimmicks in this football game, as that the double reverse, and it will be a first down for the Quincy Presidents. Line of scrimmage, the 28. Lorenzano looks around, has 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, play action fake. Lorenzano's got a hole left side, 25, 20, still on his feet, bumped out of bounds at the 15. We've got a penalty flag thrown at about the 18. There's another penalty flag. We'll see if it's the same foul or if we have 2 different fouls. Lorenzano, pretty much the same play that he got the touchdown on, taking it up to the side, but it's going to be back in a holding call against the Quincy Presidents. So North Quincy getting a little bit of luck on their side. They have not had much luck in this football game so far, but this penalty will move Quincy back as they march it off right now on the holding call. It puts it back.
We have an illegal block in the back against Quincy. We're going to repeat first down.
So it'll be first down once again. 1st and 10. Shuhan, the center, out over the ball. Walsh splits left. Robertson right. Desmond, lone man behind Lorenzano. 5-man front for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Little misdirection. Lorenzano keeps it in trouble back at the 40. Now steps up, throws it, and incomplete. As the ruling was that Jonathan Page trapped it. Good call by the official right in front of it. Lorenzano running for his life, and he certainly has been able to do a good job this year. At times his line has not helped him out, and he has had to run for his life, and did so again. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Good coverage by the North Quincy Red Raider defense as they stopped the Quincy defenders from getting open. On 2nd down, 2 to the right. Lorenzano on the pitch to Desmond, left side, 25, still on his feet and is bumped out of bounds at about the 21-yard line, and there's another penalty flag. Oh, these officials really throwing the flags out there. Vin Trietti on the stop, and we'll see what the call will be. I can't imagine it's a late hit, but we'll wait for it, as we're still awaiting the signal. The officials conferring. Trietti looks like he pretty well got him maybe half a step out of bounds.
We have a dead ball, personal foul against North, automatic first down.
They did call that against the North Quincy defense. And I don't know about that one. So that gives Quincy a break. Certainly doesn't help the North Quincy cause. Sets up a first down. They mark the ball at the 11, so it's 1st and 10 at the North 11-yard line. Lorenzano calling signals with Walsh in motion to give to Desmond up the middle, and he is hit. Nice work by Vin Trietti. Came right back and did a nice job on Desmond with the bear hug and put him down. Gain of a yard. It's 2nd down and 9 for Quincy with 51 seconds and change, clock moving. So we'll get maybe one more play in here before we'll end this quarter. Desmond, lone man in the backfield, trips to the right. Now Desmond gets the pitch, sweeping right side, looking, can't find anybody, gets to the 9, and that's about all. Dennis Thompson doing a great job coming up from his safety position to take Desmond and put him down after just a gain of a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Quincy Presidents. And let's see, time running down, so we will not get another play in before this quarter ends. The officials move in, and that is the end of the first quarter here at Veterans Memorial Stadium with our score, Quincy 6, North Quincy nothing. We'll take a 60-second timeout and then be back with second quarter action.
I can't wait. I'll pee for you, sir. Oh, the frick. The bathroom. Dude, watch that take the bathroom.
Quincy Festival Committee is trying to weekend the holiday season activities you won't want to miss. It's something for all members of your family. Tomorrow evening, Friday the 21st, this will be a celebration of the president.
You're watching Presidents Football on QATV Channel 8. Go Quincy!
Left side, throws it out, has a wide open Pete Tarowski at the 5, and that wind maybe got a hold of it. He could not catch it, and now Quincy will have 4th down. Let's see if they'll use a timeout. Apparently not. Coach Bob Noble talks to Mike Lorenzano, who's kind of hitting himself in the chest a little bit, not happy that that pass was not on the money, but again, with this wind, North Quincy had to deal with it in the first quarter, and now Quincy's going to call a timeout. So just underway in the second quarter with 10:53 to go. It's Quincy 6, North nothing. We'll take 30 seconds.
Tom Struhan will attempt a 26-yard field goal. Lorenzano will hold. It's down
wing in motion, pitch to Bergoli, sweep right side, on his feet to the 23, up to the 25-yard line. Shruhan making the stop for the Quincy Presidents, also over to help out Joe Cox. It'll be second down. That'll be a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. North Quincy right now, Coach Peter Chisholm would just like to hang on to this football for a while and just let the offense establish some dominance from the eye. Receivers left and right now. Zoya once again in motion that gets the Quincy line to jump off, and flags fly, and this should cost the Presidents 5 yards as Zoya coming in motion, but not your usual motion. He's just
We have offside against Quincy. Still second down.
yeah, that did indeed draw off the Quincy Presidents. Max gets a word from the North Quincy bench. Out they come. McGinnis wide right. Joey Holleran wide left. And now Max Serpoff doesn't like what he sees and calls a timeout. So we're in the second quarter. It's Quincy 6, North Quincy nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Boston Chargers with the young squad will be rolling around the area, passing out candy cane drinks. Funky the Clown will perform his zany antics and put on a puppet show that will delight kids of all ages. Around 7:15 tomorrow, the winners of the Blair Sing Postal Contest held in Quincy Public and Private School series will be announced. The striking girls with the winning pupils of the various schools are introduced.
Lucky now gets away, 25 on his feet to the 30, far sideline, and he runs out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Max doing a nice job from that shotgun and not finding anybody and taking it down the left side. He needed 1, he got more than that. He got 11, 1st and 10 for the North Quincy Red Raiders, and that's certainly a shot in the arm. They needed that at this point. Puts them, they mark it just shy of their own 39-yard line. Fresh troops coming in for Coach Peter Chisholm. As Kyle Piazza comes in, he's going to line up wide right. Holleran is wide left. Ball left hash mark. Now Quincy moving its defense around a little bit. Piazza in motion, pitch to Bergoli, sweep right side, 40 to the 43 to the 44-yard line before being tripped up. That'll be close to a 5-yard gain. Shruhan again on the stop for Quincy. Chris Camborian also over to help out for the Presidents. Crowd still filing in here as we look down Southern Artery. Can't find parking space anywhere. That's the way it is. The hill over by the brick wall, that's filling up. A lot of the alumni like to go there. Max on the reverse to Ricky Crane, left side, 45, 50, 45, 40. Crane takes it down until he was bumped out of bounds at about the 35-yard line of Quincy. Coach Chisholm says, hey, Coach Noble, you can run the reverse, so can I. Ricky Crane doing a nice job on that Crane, a 5'9", 185-pound senior, puts the ball at the Quincy 38-yard line. As Crane getting pats on the helmet from his North Quincy teammates as he takes a breather. Greg McGinnis goes to the left. No wide out to the right. Piazza now goes in motion. Max on the pitch to Bergoli. Bergoli gets to the 36-yard line. Pete Tarowski and Tom Shruhan making that stop for the Quincy Presidents. Gain of, well, maybe a yard or so. It'll be second down. I want to say hello to Joe Gordon of the Boston Herald, who's here today taking in the game. You'll read Joe's story in the Boston Herald tomorrow about this Thanksgiving Day Classic. Red Raiders come out. Zoya and Bergoli. Rapop goes back to pass. Looks like he's setting up a screen, and it is incomplete, intended for Bergoli. And now we get a whistle and a penalty flag. And it looked like maybe one of the linemen was downfield. We'll see what they're going to call. And it's personal foul against Quincy. That is the call. Did not see what it was, but that will be a big 15-yarder. So Quincy now, the penalty bug has gone to the other side of the field, and this will set up North Quincy in great field position.
We have a dead ball, personal foul against Quincy, automatic first down.
To go, second quarter, 6-0 Quincy with the lead. Ball goes down to the 22-yard line of Quincy. North with it, moving left to right, north to south. Joey Holleran splits wide right, ball left, hash mark. Man in motion, give to Bergoli, in trouble behind the line of scrimmage, and he is taken down. Scott Kelly took Bergoli down for a loss of a couple, puts the ball back at the 24-yard line, and it will be second down and 12. And now North Quincy asks for timeout with 7:48 to go. First half, it's Quincy 6, North Quincy nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Again, getting back tomorrow night, the Quincy Public High School Select Choir Group will present Christmas music selections and a sing-along. Santa Claus will make a cookie visit. A Santa mailbox will be placed at City Hall Plaza.
The microphone away from him, but John, so far, excellent football game.
Charlie, it's been a great game so far, and it's very, very close. When you hold it close like this in the first half, and both teams have a chance to win, it makes for a great game. And you know, the crowd is really starting to come in now, too.
Around 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
Absolutely, and John, I want to thank you. We had to do a little shuffle here to get on in time. I want to thank you and Joe Catalano back at the studio for your great help. Ricky Crane gets the handoff on 2nd and 12, and he gets about 4 yards left side. Truhan, he seems like he's been in on just about every tackle so far for the Presidents. Chris Sullivan also in to help out. It'll be third down. They give him 2, so make it 3rd and 10 for North at the Quincy 22-yard line. North huddles up. Now they break the huddle with Vin Trietti, the center, out over the ball. Holleran is wide left. McGinnis wide right. Ball right hash mark. Zoya and Bergoli. Max Rapop back to pass. Rushes on. Gets it away to Crane at the 30. On his feet to the 25 and is taken down at about the 24-yard line as Joe Cox, the 6'2", 235-pound senior, stayed at home on the screen pass and took him down, and now it is 4th down. Loss of a couple back to the 24, and North Quincy will have 4th and 12. Let's see what Coach Peter Chisholm pulls out of his stocking hat he's wearing today. Max under center, backs now split. Now Bergoli goes in motion to the left. Quincy moving there, but no flag. Back to pass goes Bergoli, and he is sacked at the 33-yard line. Greg Walsh from the blind side, left defensive end, just came in and put Max Rapop down. And Quincy holds. It'll be North Quincy ball, Quincy ball, 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Well, you certainly have to feel for North Quincy, as they had some good opportunities and really asserted themselves on offense on that drive, but the Quincy defense stiffened at about the 25-yard line. Now Quincy on offense, the handoff to Desmond Hole up the middle over the 35 to the 40-yard line. Dennis Thompson making that stop for the North Quincy Red Raiders. It'll be, and we've got an injury. Desmond is shaken up, he's the ball carrier, and the officials taking time out. Trainer coming out along with head coach Bob Noble. They will have a look at Paul Desmond, who takes off the helmet, and they're looking at leg or ankle. Now Desmond.
Hi, my name's Michelle Amma Jr. I just wanted to say good luck, Joe Callahan.
Hi, my name's John Amma Jr. Good luck, Brad.
Hi, my name's Melissa. I'm a junior. I want to say good luck to Joe Cox and the rest of the team.
Hi, my name's Kristen. I'm a junior. Good luck, Maki.
Hi, my name's Julie. I'm a freshman. Good luck, Quincy.
Hi, my name is Christy. I'm a junior. I'd just like to say good luck to Pete.
Good luck to my boys.
Hi, my name's Jen. I'm a sophomore. Go Q.
Hi, my name's Megan. I'm a sophomore. Good luck, Dan.
Hi, my name's Lauren. I'm a sophomore.
Hi, my name's Megan. I'm a sophomore.
Good luck, John.
Hi, my name is Courtney. I'm a junior. I'm a captain this year, and I'd like to say good luck to Joe Duffy.
Hi, my name's Megan. I'm a sophomore. I just wanted to say good luck, Dorsey.
Hi, my name's Jen. I'm a junior and I'm captain. Good luck, Des.
Hi, my name's Amy. I'm a junior, and I just want to wish Greg good luck.
Hi, my name is Chrissy. I'm a sophomore. Good luck, Tom.
Hi, my name is Deshauna. I'm a junior. Good luck, John Els.
Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm a sophomore. Good luck, Presidents.
It is tripped up at about the 22-yard line. Dennis Thompson just made a touchdown-saving tackle as Tarowski, running a post pattern, taking it over the middle and then cutting down the left sideline, and Thompson saved a touchdown for the North Quincy Red Raiders. It sets up the Presidents 1st and 10 at the Red Raider 23-yard line. 6-0 Quincy with the lead with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go, first half. Lorenzano calling signals, trip receivers to the right. Now Robertson comes in motion to the left. Play action fake. Lorenzano in trouble, being chased by 2 North Quincy defenders. Now runs it, and he runs it out of bounds to about the 23-yard line. As North Quincy did a very nice job. Fred Butts on the pursuit for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Chased Mike Lorenzano out of the pocket and got him out of bounds after just picking up a yard. 2nd down for the Quincy Presidents and 9. North Quincy needs to get the defense here to stiffen up. Quincy already up by 6. Just one man in the backfield. Robertson goes in motion. The back falls down. Lorenzano busted play to the 20 to about the 17-yard line. Man in the backfield, that was Matt Ramponi, was the intended, and he fell down. He started up and just lost his footing, and Ramponi found himself, or Lorenzano rather, found himself with nobody there with the one-back offense, and he improvised and turned what could have been a loss of 3 or 4 yards. He turned it into a gain. It's now 3rd down and 4 for Quincy at the north 17-yard line. Robertson coming in motion. Lorenzano play action fake. Give to Robertson. Looks like he might try the pass. Sets up, throws it in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Well short. It actually knocked down the front pylon. It was intended for Greg Walsh, but got up in that breeze, or Robertson didn't put enough mustard on it, and it'll be 4th down. Now, we've seen just about everything here today so far, as Bob Noble, certainly an offensive genius. Of course, he did his assistant coaching tutelage under one of the great offensive geniuses, Jack Raymer. So Jack would, we've seen everything but the hook and lateral so far. It's 4th down for the Quincy Presidents. Lorenzano looking up the middle. He's to the 10. He's got a 1st down to the 8-yard line. Mike Lorenzano is getting unbelievable blocking in front, and that time he just delayed a little bit and took it up the middle with a big hole, and it's 1st down Quincy. It's 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. So now North Quincy really has to dig in and keep the Presidents out of the end zone. 3-back formation, the wishbone, if you will. Lorenzano on the handoff to his back left side, and nothing there at the 10-yard line. Scott Kelly in there, tried to go left side, but good coverage. Pat Bergoli over there for the North Quincy Red Raiders, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Quincy coming out. Chris Sullivan in that backfield along with Desmond and Camborian. It's Desmond. Desmond at the 10 fights his way to about the 7-yard line, but good pursuit by the North Quincy Red Raiders as Chris Selter came in for the stop, and it will be 3rd down. And now North Quincy is going to use a timeout with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go in this first half. It's Quincy 6, North Quincy nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
We're live. This is official arrival in Quincy takes place Saturday, November 25th around noontime. Those are the special of Steve Banner and the Dallas parachute jump from a plane onto a target on track to field. For the past 23 years, Jerry Sprague is assistant with 12,000 of children of all ages. Sunday, November 26th, the 48th annual City of Quincy Christmas Parade, the biggest of its kind on the East Coast, will start exactly at 12:30 p.m. at the corner of Hancock and School Street. Christine Moss, North Quincy High School. Roy Lynn, the graduate of Quincy High School, and for the past 39 years, a voice that the millions of listeners of radio station WKDA is belonged by the city of Quincy.
In their face, Desmond lone man in the backfield. Lorenzano on the option. Pitch to Desmond. Sweep left. He's to the 5. Dives, and let's see. They say he was taken out at the 1/2-inch line as Desmond dove for the pylon, but did not get in. The officials right down there making a good call, and it will be 4th down, 4th and goal from about the 1-foot line for the Quincy Presidents. So now North Quincy, this could be the play of the game for them. It is to this point in the game. presidents come out. Lorenzana, you would think he'll sneak it. They hand it off to Desmond, and he goes in for the touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Paul Desmond, and it is 12-0 as Quincy has stretched out their lead with 1:51 to go in this first half. We would expect Quincy to go for the 2. They're going to call the timeout. We'll hold it right here. They, on their first touchdown after the Lorenzano 19-yard run, they tried the kick and it was no good. So leading 12-0, you would expect Quincy would go for the 2 points to try and make it 14-0. The two teams meeting with their respective coaches. North, the home team, so they are down in front of us. Quincy, the visitors, over on the far side. It used to mean that one team's fans had the wooden seats on the home side and the visiting team had the aluminum seats. Well, now they both have aluminum seats. About the only advantage might be that on the visitors' side, they're looking into the sun, so if there's any heat advantage for the fans, it would be on the visitors' side. Now Quincy huddling up. North Quincy hoping they can stop the 2 points here. Lorenzano quick again, and we get a whistle, and Quincy's going to be called for illegal motion. I think they were not set in their 3-point stance for sufficient time, so this will move Quincy back. That would be my guess. Quincy has done that a few times in this quarter, that Lorenzano has come to center and just immediately taken the snap of the football, and no, apparently the call is
A dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against North, half the distance to the goal.
Half the distance to the goal. We've had a lot of penalties so far in this game, a lot of personal foul and that sort of thing. And you hate to see it, but certainly emotions are high on this Thanksgiving Day. So now Mike Lorenzano under center, quarterback sneaks straight ahead, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. So it is Quincy 14, North Quincy nothing, with 1:51 to go. First half. We'll take a 30-second timeout. From Shruhan, and it's taken by one of the up men, fumbled around at about the 32-yard line. So North, pretty good field position. But Charlie Jerk was doing the public address announcing for the Quincy and North Quincy games when I was a kid, and that goes back a ways. So want to say hello to Charlie Jerk. He's somewhere in the 40 years that he's been doing this. So North Quincy comes out First down and 10. Red Raiders trail by 14 in this football game with Brigoli and Zoya behind Max Rapop. He drops straight back, looking to throw, looking left. Has his man, but he overthrows him. Greg McGinnis intended up at the 48-yard line, but it goes incomplete. And that might have gotten up in the wind just a little bit. It'll be second down. North Quincy really would like to get something on the board. Minute 42 left in this first half. Joe Catalano has news at halftime from the WJDA studios. Now, Rapop from the shotgun has his two backs on either side of him, takes the snap, looks over the middle, and it is batted away, nearly intercepted. That was intended for Chris Donovan. Scott Kelly on the coverage, batted it down, and North Quincy will have third down and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Well, the field here at the stadium, as they do every year, a red and white N and a blue and white Q put down by the Quincy Park Department. Third down, Max under center, drops back, has the time, has the protection, looks left, and it is incomplete, intended for Greg McGinnis. Coverage by Dan Dorsey, and McGinnis just couldn't quite catch it in front of the North Quincy bench at the 50-yard line. And now North Quincy will have fourth down, a minute 31 to go. And Mark Robertson goes back, set to receive with the wind at his back. Sean Cote will do the honors. Maybe a little too early for a fake here, but no, he's going to punt it. He had a pretty good rush going. Gets a high kick taking a North Quincy bounce, and they're going to say it hit the shoe of one of the North Quincy defenders at the 35-yard line. So Quincy will start at their own 35, leading North Quincy 14-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. First and 10, Lorenzano, quarterback keeper, up the middle for just a yard or so. It'll be second down. I think at this point, Coach Bob Noble will be happy to go into the locker room leading 14-0. I want to give a tip of the hat to the assistant coaches for both squads. For North Quincy, Peter Chisholm Jr.'s assistants are Tom Carter, Ryan Craig, Dan Regan, Chris Murtaugh, Dave Joyce, Tito Santos, and Greg Wilson. For Quincy, Bob Noble's assistants are Bill Reardon, Dan Morrill, Kevin Carey, and Chris Noble. Second down and 9 on the pitch to Desmond, sweeping right side to the 40, on his feet to the 45, and there's another penalty flag, and this should go against Quincy. Dennis Thompson was fouled by one of the Quincy players, and that's going to be either a hold or an illegal block. Illegal use of the hands is the call against Quincy. So this will move them back. We have 30 and 2/10 seconds. One of the new things at the stadium this year, the scoreboard clock, when it gets to the last minute of each quarter, counts it down in tenths of seconds. So it's 30.2. And they're going to march this off against the Quincy Presidents.
We have an illegal block in the back against Quincy. We're going to repeat second down.
Ball back at the 34, Quincy's own 34-yard line. Desmond in the backfield. Three receivers to the left, the ball right hash mark, but they're not wide. They're just a couple of yards away. Desmond gets the pitch back at his 30, 35, on his feet to the 40, and rolls out of bounds. Nope, the officials say he did not roll out of bounds, so 12 seconds, and we're working our way down, and that will do it in this first half as they count it down, and that is the end of the first half here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Our score, Quincy 14, North Quincy nothing. The scoring went this way with 8:24 to go in the first quarter. Mike Lorenzano with a 19-yard run. They tried the kick, it was no good. Quincy led 6-0. Then in the second quarter with 1:51 to go, it was Paul Desmond, a 1-yard run into the end zone, and then quarterback Mike Lorenzano carried in the 2-point conversion, and the score 14-0. North Quincy has gone in the locker room. Quincy waited just a moment so the two teams would not run into each other in the tunnel. Now Quincy goes through the tunnel for their locker room. 14-0. North Quincy just not able to get the offense going. They got down as far as the...
Hi, my name's Kristen O'Neill. I'm a senior co-captain. I just want to say good luck, Raiders.
Hi, my name is Amanda Barra. I'm a senior co-captain. Good luck, North Quincy.
Hi, my name's Claire Lee. I'm a senior captain. I just want to wish our team the best of luck this year.
Hi, my name is Amy Ludopoulos. I'm a senior captain. I just want to say go North, beat Quincy.
My name is Susanna Liu, and I'm a senior at North Quincy, and I just want to say beat the Presidents.
Hey, my name is Ashley Shannon. I'm a junior, and I just want to say good luck this year.
Hi, my name is Nicole Ferris. I'm a junior. I just want to say let's go Raiders, beat the Presidents.
Hi, my name is Sharon McCusker. I'm a junior. Good luck, Raiders.
Hi, I'm Libby Burke. I'm a junior. Good luck, guys.
Hi, I'm Flora Tong, junior, North. Just good luck.
Hi, my name is Ashley Nee. I'm a sophomore. I just want to say scalp the Presidents.
Hi, my name is Taylor Connors. I'm a sophomore. Good luck, Raiders.
Hi, my name is Jackie Bonema. Good luck, Raiders.
Hi, my name is Erin Carmody. I'm a sophomore. Go Raiders.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Bear. I'm a freshman. Go North Quincy.
Hi, my name is Lisa Ferris. I'm a freshman, and I'd like to say good luck. Hi, my name is Michelle Rapucci. I'm a freshman. Go North.
Hi, my name is Lauren Gage. I'm a freshman at North Quincy, and I want to say good luck, football players.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Kyle, and I'm a freshman, and I just want to say go North.
This halftime, the Quincy High School cheerleaders, under the direction of Ms. Donna Sullivan.
Dog. Good. And you alright? Good. The latest was an errand. He's better, but he's home and he's still not. No.
No one put one on.
knows about the rhyme. Hit it. Break it down like this.
Are going to get hot here in the second half.
Well, I see Coach, I still call him Coach. He's in the runway, Ken McPhee, and he's Director of Security. He's making sure everybody's on the straight and narrow. He and Jack Raymer were renewing interest a little earlier. I tell Ken I still miss seeing him on the sidelines.
Well, I'll tell him that, you know, Ken, Charlie Ross just said he misses seeing you on the sidelines, and it's not Thanksgiving morning unless we have a couple of words with you.
Well, thank you. I miss being on the sidelines, believe me. This thing's not out of hand yet. I think both teams are playing pretty well. I think they're going to come back this half.
A couple of breaks just made the first half, don't you think?
Oh, I think so. And Lorenzano's playing a heck of a game. He's really dominating right now, so they're going to have to make some adjustments and try to stop him, and if they can do that, I think they get back in it.
You think they're going to try to get into it quickly, or you think they're just going to be patient?
Well, I think they're going to have to try to establish something before they do that, and they've got to be able to establish and run a little bit, and I think that's what they're going to try to do.
Ken, great talking to you again.
Thank you.
All right, that was Kenny McPhee, the former coach of the North Quincy Red Raiders. Charlie?
All right, we get the kickoff. Cote kicks it off. Quincy will be receiving, and it's taken by Matt Ramponi, who returns it up over the 30 to his own 32-yard line. Stop made by Fred Butts of the North Quincy Red Raiders. It'll be 1st and 10 as Quincy won the toss but deferred to the second half. So the Presidents defending the south goal to our right, or if you're not geographically inclined, the end zone by the bus station, or by the bus yard, where more kids have probably ruined a pair of pants climbing over that fence to get in for nothing. Lorenzano on the shovel pass to Mark Robertson up over the 35 and bumped out of bounds to the 40-yard line. Robertson went back and, Lorenzano, and just that little shovel pass over the middle, and that picks up Looks like 8 yards, make it 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Now we have seen, as we said, just about everything from Quincy. As some of John's guests at halftime said, Lorenzano is just playing an outstanding game so far for Quincy. 2nd and a yard. Robertson in motion. Desmond lone man in the backfield, and it's Lorenzano calling his own number, and he was wrapped up immediately by several black shirts, spread butts, leading the defense, and he got half a yard, so it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and less than a yard for the Quincy Presidents, as the North Quincy defensive coaches yelling their team on. Everybody stays in the middle, and Lorenzano keeps it and spins his way and dives forward. Depending on the spot, he should have no problem with that 1st down. And indeed it is. They mark it at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Quincy Presidents. And that win still a factor. Quincy with the wind in their face in the 3rd quarter. And our referee blows the whistle. Now Mr. Yaku is taking off the shirt. He's in a sleeveless t-shirt right now. What cold? He doesn't feel any cold. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. Pitch to Desmond, sweep right side, trying to get outside over the 45, up close to the 50-yard line, and taken down over on the far sideline, where it'll be 2nd down, as North Quincy's Joe Holleran took him down. That a gain of 7. They'll make it 6. They mark it at Quincy's own 49-yard line. It is 14-0. Quincy with the lead with 9:06 to go in this 3rd quarter. This is News Info 1300 WJDA Quincy. Robertson lines up left, goes in motion. Lorenzano keeps it, bootlegs left side into North Quincy territory, gets a block, has the ball stripped, and it is recovered, I believe. North Quincy fell on it. A great defensive play, and I didn't catch the number as they stripped Lorenzano of the ball from behind. And let's see. Quincy says they recovered it, but it looked like 2 North Quincy linemen had fallen on it. Let's see what they're going to call. It's Quincy ball. Oh, I don't know how the 2 North defenders came out. They both fell on the ball.
They both fell on the ball, Charlie, and it squirted in and out of the hands of one of the linemen. He couldn't hold on to it as he went down and hit the ground. It came out, and Quincy recovered.
Oh, my. There is a super break for Quincy and a tough one for North Quincy. That should have been their ball, but it's the game of bounces. Pitch to Desmond, line of scrimmage, the North 30. Desmond inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line as he went to the right. Chris Camborian leading the blocks, and we have a penalty flag thrown. Let's see what this call will be. We've had an awful lot of flags today for personal fouls. The illegal use of the hands against Quincy, and that will move them back. As they discuss it. And they will march this off from the north.
Illegal block in the back against Quincy. We're going to repeat 1st down.
pacing back and forth. Not that he has exclusivity on that. A lot of the North coaches doing the same on the near sideline. 8:13 to go, third quarter. Sean McGinnis and Max Serpoff doing a little practicing right now. It is 1st and 20. As the wind just blew my program. You probably heard that little snap there. That's the wind. And now Mike Lorenzano doesn't like what he sees in the North Quincy defense and will use a timeout. It's 14-0 Quincy in the third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Bob Fitzgerald from the Buick store, South Street. The old-timers game will begin at 7 p.m. 1979 earlier. On the younger team, 1980 to 1985 will begin at 8:15 p.m. at the Quincy Youth Arena. Cost about $5. Senior students, 12 and over, $3.
Quincy comes out 1st and 20 from the North 39-yard line. Lorenzano keeps it and in trouble and is taken down. North Quincy doing a much better job so far as they're staying home on Mike Lorenzano. Fred Butts making the stop, and they appear to be keeping Lorenzano in check, at least so far, or at least paying attention to him. And it is 2nd down. They mark it at the 37, so it's 2nd and 18 for the Quincy Presidents. Now 3 receivers go to the left, 1 in motion to the right, play action fake. Lorenzano in trouble, throws it out, complete to Tarowski at the 30, 25, and he is dragged out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. And that's going to be shy of the first down, a gain of about 16 yards. And it will set up a 3rd and about 3 for the Quincy Presidents. And apparently there was a flag, but the officials picked it up, put it in their pocket, so no flag call. So they mark the ball just shy of the 22-yard line, so it is 3rd down and a couple for Quincy as they send 2 receivers right, 1 left, ball left hash mark. It's movement in that North Quincy line. Lorenzano keeps it sweeping left side to the 20 and down to about the 17-yard line. That will be enough for a Quincy 1st down. So they mark it at the 17, 1st and 10 for the Presidents. 7:07 to go in this third quarter. A 14-0 Quincy lead. Quincy has taken the opening kickoff here in the third quarter and moved it down the field. North Quincy's offense has not had a shot at it yet. Now 3 receivers go to the right, not wide. Ball left hash mark. Lorenzano fakes the pass, gives it to Paul Desmond, but Desmond was nailed by Pete Zoya. Nice play by Zoya. That'll be a loss of about 4 yards back to the 21-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down. Zoya wearing that number 20. 3rd generation. That's a retired number in North Quincy. Belongs to his grandfather, Pete Zoya. Great player at North Quincy High School. And he is now the 3rd generation to wear that number 20. Zoya is senior, and that will probably be put back in retirement. Pass play, but we've got a whistle and a penalty flag, and that stopped the play. There is another Zoya, Darryl Zoya. He's listed as a center and defensive end, so I don't know whether he'll get the number 20 or not, but Zoya's and Kelly's have all worn that number 20. North Quincy with the offside penalty, that'll cost him 5. And it will put the ball at the 16-yard line where it'll be second down.
We have a dead ball, illegal contact against North Quincy. First down.
It's kind of quiet right now on the home sidelines, the North Quincy sidelines. Lorenzano calling signals. Desmond, lone man in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to pass, rolling out right, has his man complete to Tarowski at the 10, at the 5, and he falls in for the touchdown. Pete Tarowski with a 16-yard pass, and it is now 20-0 as Tarowski, they have worked that pass several times, and Tarowski has been open, and he caught that one out in the right flat. And with 5:39 to go in the third quarter, Quincy has upped their lead. It's 20-0. Sirhan with Lorenzano to hold, going for his first point after of the day, and it is up, and it is good. So it's the Quincy Presidents 21. The North Quincy Red Raiders nothing. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Taking pictures of the Quincy Sun. He was just talking to John. He's on the home side, the North Quincy side. So
Bob Noble just had a good line, Charlie. He said, you know, I don't like a close game unless we're behind.
Oh my. All right, Shrewhan will kick it with Robertson to hold, and this is going to roll out of bounds. It'll be the flags fly. Quincy kept that ball for almost 6 minutes to start this third quarter. 5:34 left on the scoreboard clock. So 5 minutes and 26 seconds if my brain is not completely given way to the cold here. So certainly quite a drive. And now for North Quincy, it's a tougher road to hoe. They'll make Quincy kick this one off again. Quincy with the wind in their face here in the third quarter on the procedure call. So Shrewhan will do it once again. And it is Brigoli and Farnham back deep, standing at about their own 17-yard line. High end over end kick, and it's taken on the fly by Bergoli at the 25, 30, up to the 35, and he is ridden out of bounds at that point. See where they mark it. They're going to say he went out at about the 37-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the North Quincy Red Raiders, down 21 points in this football game. And certainly you've got about 16 minutes left between what's left here in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. But North Quincy really needs to get the offense going, and Max Rapoph didn't like something, or he only had 10 men. That was it. He only had 10 men out there, so he just had to burn a timeout. So they'll huddle up once again. And the North Quincy Red Raiders come out. Greg McGinnis is wide right. Joe Holleran wide left with Zoya and Bergoli. Now McGinnis in motion play action fake. Max Rapoph throws it out over the middle, and it is incomplete. Intended for Joey Holleran. Looked like he almost made a grab off the top of the grass, but it was ruled by the official right in front of the play as incomplete. Second down and 10 for the North Quincy Red Raiders. As they come out, Vin Trieti, the center, over the ball. McGinnis this time splits left, the ball left hash mark. Holleran is wide right with Zoya and Bergoli. Bergoli the right half. Max throws it complete to Holleran at the 45 and is wrapped up at about the 46-yard line, and there's a penalty flag, and that's probably going to be a face mask call. We'll see. The Quincy players are applauding. We'll see what our referee is going to call here. By the way, it's 12-0 at halftime. John Sutcliffe reporting that Weymouth leading Walpole by a score of 12-0 at the half.
We have a 15-yard face mask penalty against Quincy. Automatic first down.
15-yarder, so that was an intentional one as opposed to the 5-yard unintentional. So it's 1st and 10, North Quincy at the Quincy 40-yard line. Rapoph calling signals, just one man, that's Zoya in the backfield, throws it out, and it is complete to McGinnis at about the 35-yard line. He's driven back, but they'll mark his forward progress at the 32. That'll be a gain. They mark it at the 33, so that'll be a 7-yard pickup. And there's a penalty flag, and this is going to be called on one of the Quincy assistant coaches who ran out on the field a little bit, and that's an unsportsmanlike conduct. It was not Coach Noble. I'm not sure.
We have unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Quincy. Automatic first down.
Was, but the official spotted him and threw the flag, so that puts the ball at the Quincy 17-yard line. The deepest penetration for North Quincy on the day. 4:39 to go, third quarter. It's 1st and 10. North Quincy President 18-yard line. Now the officials getting all set. And Max Rapoph under center, just one man in the backfield. He goes in motion. That's Ryan Farnham. And pass play out over into the end zone, incomplete. As it was intended for Sean Cote, the tight end. Greg Walsh on the coverage, and now that looked like a catchable ball, but it falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. I'm not sure, maybe Walsh kind of got his hands up into the view of Cote. 2nd down and 10. Red Raiders with a golden opportunity right now. Bergoli and Zoya in the backfield. Zoya is the fullback. Now Ricky Crane wide right. He comes in motion. They give it to Crane on the reverse. He's at the 22, breaks a tackle with the 20. He's to the 15 and is ridden out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Over on the far side, John Alves making that stop for the North Quincy Red Raiders. They mark it at the 14, so that will be a gain of 3. It will be 3rd and 7 for North Quincy. Jeff Narbone checking into the football game for the Red Raiders. 3 receivers to the right. Max throws right, has McGinnis complete inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line and down. That should be enough for a first down. Robertson and Shruhan making the stop for the North Quincy Red Raiders. But that will be enough. It'll be 1st and goal for the North Quincy Red Raiders at the Quincy 6-yard line. So now North Quincy, they've got to punch it in here. Golden opportunity. Crane in that backfield now, along with Brigoli. It's Brigoli gets the handoff. He's to the 5. He's down to about the 1-yard line. Tried to spin his way in, but was denied at the 1-yard line. Greg Walsh on the stop for the Quincy Presidents. It'll be 2nd and goal inside the 1 for the Red Raiders. Not huddling up too long. North Quincy, they want to get this thing in there. Max on the handoff to Brigoli, and it looks like he gets in, but, well, apparently not. It looked like he broke the plane of the end zone, but the officials say he did not. That ball can't be any closer to the end zone than it is right now. A good gust of wind to put it over. And that looked like a touchdown. Looked like Brigoli had it in there, but the officials said no. So now it is 3rd and goal. The Quincy defense lines up. Crane and Brigoli in the backfield. It's Brigoli once again. He stopped at about the 1.5. As Quincy came up big, Shruhan and Chris Camborian stopping Pat Brigoli. And it will be 4th and goal for the North Quincy Red Raiders. The ball at the 1-yard line. And the North Quincy Red Raiders call timeout. We're going to hold it right here.
Well, Charlie, I was down here right on the goal line, and we're not supposed to second-guess officials or make calls for them, but if I had a striped shirt on, my hands would have gone up.
Yeah, that looked like a touchdown to me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It did, and with most of the fans that are standing down in this part of the end zone as well. But they've got one more crack at it, and the ball right now is resting, just slightly outside of the 1-yard line.
Well, let's see. North Quincy really needs to punch this in. Let's see what Maxerpop comes up with. Zoya, the fullback, Brigoli, the tailback, and the handoff to Zoya, and he is in for the touchdown. North is on the board. As Pete Zoya, or Dean Zoya, I'm sorry. As Dean Zoya takes it in, 1 yard out, and it is 21-6. North Quincy on the board with 2:22 to go in this 3rd quarter. No doubt about that one.
Absolutely not. He was right in the end zone.
Joey Holleran with Pat Brigoli to hold to try and put the 7th point on the board. It is up, and it is good. So the teams come back upfield. It's Quincy 21, North Quincy 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds. North Quincy band getting into On Wisconsin, the North Quincy fight song, and North Quincy did a great job, all capped by the Zoya 1-yard run and the Joe Holleran point, 21-7, and the Red Raiders are back in this one. And let's see what Quincy comes up with. A couple of penalties aided that North Quincy drive. Each team has had penalties called on them today. And we get the kick, and it's taken by one of the up men at the 20, 25, and up to the 27-yard line goes Matt Ramponi, and it will be first down and 10 for the Quincy Presidents. And let's see what Quincy comes up with. They have the wind in their face here in the third quarter for another 2 minutes and 13 seconds. As they break the huddle. Desmond, lone man in the backfield behind Mike Lorenzano. Tripped receivers go to the right, not deep. Ball left hash mark, handoff to Desmond. Desmond trying to turn the corner to the outside 30. On his feet to the 35, up close to the 37-yard line. Joey Holleran made that stop for North Quincy. We'll see where they mark it. It'll be a 9-yard pickup. Second down. Greg Summers checking into the football game for the Red Raiders. Chris Selter getting a bit of a breather. It's 2nd and 1 for Quincy. As they break the huddle again, same formation. This time the ball far hash mark. Trips are to the right. And it's Lorenzano keeps it. And he's got the first down and more. Gets it over the 40. He only needed 1. He got himself about 4. Up to about the 42-yard line, it looks like. As Lorenzano simply would not go down. And it is a first down for the Quincy Presidents. North Quincy needs a defensive, I'm trying to think of the word, but they need a defensive stand right now. That's what I was trying to say. As they need to get this ball back and keep the momentum going. First down and 10, Robertson in motion to the left to give to Desmond, goes left side over the 45 up to about the 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 or 6. Stop made by Dennis Thompson of the North Quincy Red Raiders. Second down. George Phipps checks in for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Dennis Reel comes out. Second down, they mark the ball at the 45, so it's 2nd and 7 for Quincy. Desmond all alone in that backfield. Robertson this time in motion from right to left. Fake to Desmond. Lorenzano rolling right, gets a block, throws it out. It's batted up, incomplete, and we've got a penalty flag thrown. As that ball was batted around, it was intended for Greg Walsh. Joey Holleran down there on the coverage along with Ricky Crane. And it's an eligible receiver downfield against Quincy. And that will be marched off, and that also involves loss of down. So that will put Quincy in a bit of a hole.
We have an ineligible receiver downfield against Quincy. We're going to repeat second down.
So it'll be second down. They mark it at the 40. So it's 2nd and 12. Lorenzano has receivers 2 left, 2 right, ball middle of the field. Now Robertson goes in motion left to right. Lorenzano setting up what looks like a screen. It's complete to Desmond, breaks the tackle 35, 40, on his feet to about the 44-yard line and is dragged out of bounds just shy of his own 45-yard line. Ricky Crane doing the honors. So North Quincy did a nice job defensively there as they did not go for the fake screen, and that is the end of the third quarter here at the stadium. North Quincy with a Dean Zoya 1-yard run and Joe Holleran kick cut the Quincy lead. It's Quincy 21, North Quincy 7. We'll take a 60-second timeout.
Weymouth Cooperative.
Beginning, Pete Tarowski goes in motion. Lorenzano passes the ball to Tarowski at the 45. Ricky Crane brings him down there. Maybe a gain of a yard. It'll be 4th down. John Sutcliffe reports in at the end of 3 quarters. Weymouth 12, Walpole nothing. That would be a big break for Weymouth to come away with a win. It's certainly been a bit of a disappointment for Coach Ross Tatora and the Weymouth Wildcats. Now Quincy punt formation, but North Quincy asked for a timeout as they did not like something. Dennis Thompson didn't like what he saw, so they use another timeout. And both teams will go to their respective sidelines. 10:25 to go in this football game. It has been everything that a Quincy-North Quincy battle should be. Back and forth. It has been a hard-fought game. There have been a lot of penalties, and you don't like to see that, of the personal foul and that sort of thing, but both of these squads, Quincy with only 2 wins this year, North Quincy with only 1, and so this game means a lot, as it does any time, but certainly when you haven't put a lot of victories on the standings, this game means all the more, because people will forget if you only won 1 game or you only won a couple of games. They'll remember if you won Thanksgiving, so certainly emotions very high. And we'll get the punt as Brad DiMartino will do the honors, and it is Holleran and Brigoli as DiMartino stands at his own 33-yard line, awaiting, gets a bit of a high snap, fields it well, line drives, fair catch called by Brigoli, and he takes it at about his own 20-yard line, so that's where North Quincy will start. 1st and 10, and well, there's still plenty of time left, but North Quincy needs to take this down and put it in the end zone, or get some points, as their opportunities, the clock certainly beginning to play a much bigger factor as they break out. Max Serpoff concluding an outstanding season, an outstanding career for the North Quincy Red Raiders. One of the officials comes in, wants to make sure that Max has got his mouth guard in, which he does. He drops back, looking. Now the rush is on, flushes him out of the pocket, throws it out, and it is incomplete. Intended for Pat Brigoli at the 25-yard line, and there's another penalty flag. And it was thrown at the line of scrimmage, but it was a late flag. Some of the Quincy players indicating it was against North Quincy. An eligible receiver downfield, this time against North Quincy. So Max Serpoff had to do a little bit of razzle-dazzle there as Quincy came in on the pursuit and had to roll out. And they're talking it over with John Alves, the defensive captain.
We have an ineligible receiver downfield against North. We're going to repeat first down.
15-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 15 now for the North Quincy Red Raiders as they huddle it up. Now they break out. Bergoli this time comes out wide along with Greg McGinnis. 3 receivers. Holleran also out to the right. Max looking right, and it is caught by McGinnis at the 23 and is ridden out of bounds on the far side at about the 24-yard line. Mark Robertson on the stop, so that'll be about a 3-yard pickup. And it will be 2nd down for the North Quincy Red Raiders. They mark it at the 25, so it's a 4-yard pickup. 10:03 clock stop with that last play going out of bounds. As they come out, a little bit of confusion. North had 12 men out there as Ricky Crane gets off the field. As Serpoff calling signals back to pass, pump fakes once, blue shirts all over, throws it, and it's batted and caught by Sean Cote at the 50, 45, 30, and bumped out of bounds is Sean Cote. That was tipped by, I believe, Peter Tarowski, and if anything, he tipped it high, a little higher, and it wound up in Sean Cote's hands. What a break for the North Quincy Red Raiders, and Cote nearly took that down all the way, but it is North Quincy ball, 1st and 10 at the Quincy 20-yard line. As we said, we have seen everything here today, and you can just add that to the very long list. 1st and 10, Red Raiders for Bergoli and Zoya. They give it a Crane on the end around, tries left side, back at the 25, flag down, still on his feet, and Crane is taken down finally at the 20-yard line, and there are, let's count them, 3 flags that we can see out there, and it is a holding call against the North Quincy Red Raiders. Wow, that was just, you watch that on the films. Tarowski, I believe it was Tarowski who was there in perfect position, got a hand on it just like you're supposed to do, but the momentum of Max Serpoff's pass just carried it, and Tarowski kind of boosted it that extra couple of yards right in.
We are holding against North Quincy. We're going to repeat first down.
North Quincy back 10. And it puts the ball back at the 41-yard line on the holding call. So it is 1st and 30 for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Zoya, lone man in the backfield. Now Max comes out, yells something left side and right side. And he's back to pass, rushes on, throws it down, and we've got a penalty flag. Cote, the intended receiver, but North Quincy, well, Quincy's going to be called with interference as Greg Walsh was down there on coverage along with Scott Kelly, and one of them called for interference, and that's going to put the ball, see where they will mark it on the pass interference call. They will march it off. Our referee indicating the ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line on the pass.
Defensive pass interference against Quincy. First down.
And 10 at the Quincy 26-yard line. Quincy leading 21-7, but the North Quincy Red Raiders are driving down the field. North comes out of the huddle. Trietti, the senior, one of the co-captains, centering the ball. Maxerpoff, just one man in the backfield now. He comes in motion. That's Ryan Farnham. Nobody in the backfield. Pass play over the middle. It's bobbled and caught. Complete to Joey Holleran. Touchdown. A 26-yard pass play bobbled for just a moment, but Joey Holleran hauls it in, and North Quincy has cut the North Quincy lead. A 26-yard pass play with 9:02 to go in the fourth quarter. It is 21-13. An outstanding pass by Maxerpoff and an outstanding play by Joey Holleran, who kept his eye on the ball, hauled it in, and then took it in. Now Holleran will go for the 14th point for North Quincy. Ball down, kick is up. It is no good. So it's Quincy 21, North Quincy 13. The teams come back upfield. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Allmake Tire and Service Center is your full-service car care center. Your car is in need of an alignment or new tires. Take it to
Charlie, it certainly is, but you've got to give North Quincy some credit here, because they came out in the second half and they said they were not out of the game, and they are not. We're going into it now. We've got 8 minutes and 52 seconds left to go, and we have got a barn burner and a seat squirmer and a good game to look forward to.
Well, momentum has certainly shifted to the North Quincy side of the field, and yeah, give North Quincy all the credit. Take nothing away from them. They have taken it to Quincy in this second half. Quincy owned the first half, and so far this second half has belonged to the red and black. Robertson taken down at his own 30-yard line, so now Quincy 1st and 10 at their own 30. Lorenzano keeps the football around his own left end, 35, on his feet to about the 37-yard line, and is ridden out of bounds there by Ricky Crane of the North Quincy Red Raiders. Certainly the difference in this second half is, and Ken McPhee certainly touched on it when he was talking to John Nicholson, saying, quite simply, North Quincy has got to do a better job of containing Mike Lorenzano. They have done that, and that's certainly the difference in this second half. It is second down and a yard. Handoff to Desmond up the middle. He's got the first down and more over the 45. To about the 46-yard line goes Paul Desmond. Right now, the objectives are this. For North Quincy, stop Quincy and get that football back. And for the Quincy Presidents, hang on to the football, burn as much of the 8 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter as possible off the scoreboard clock. Lorenzano, 1st and 10, his own 46-yard line. Quincy with the wind at their back, hand off to Chris Camborian, and he's over the line of scrimmage and is, I was going to say dragged down, but several North Quincy defenders couldn't bring him down, but they stopped his forward progress. Vin Tri-Eddy will give him the tackle on that one, but it was Tri-Eddy and a host of black jerseys for the North Quincy Red Raiders. 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7 for the Presidents. Camborian stays in at fullback. Desmond is the tailback. It's Desmond getting some blocking out in front, trying to turn the corner. 50 into North territory and is down at about the 47-yard line. Pretty good wall that he had, but North Quincy did a good job busting into it. Kyle Piazza for 1 in there on the coverage, along with, again, Vin Tri-Eddy, who has played an outstanding game on both sides of the football for this North Quincy Red Raiders squad. It's 3rd down, 3rd, and we'll call it 3 for the Presidents. Lorenzano sends Camborian in motion. It's fumbled, and I believe Lorenzano recovered his own fumble. Never had the handle from it from Tom Shruhan, his center, so that play goes for naught, and now it'll be 4th down. They lose a couple. North has to get inside, or excuse me, Quincy has to get inside the 43, and they are going to punt it as DiMartino will punt it. Gets a good snap from center. Bergoli, lone man down there, not a good kick. Bergoli, fair catch at his own 27-yard line. North will take over there with 5:48 to go in the fourth quarter. It's Quincy 21, North Quincy 13. We'll be back in 30 seconds. To the right, and now Max Rapop asks for time, so timeout on the field. 5:10 to go in the fourth quarter. 21-13. North Quincy trailing Quincy. We'll be back in 30 seconds. next year? Who knows? We'll find out. It's 2nd down and 5. Rapop on the handoff to Bergoli up to about the 31-yard line. Just about a 1-yard pickup there. Stop for the Quincy Presidents made by Brian Nealon. And it will be 3rd down. 3rd and a long 4 for the North Quincy Red Raiders. 3 receivers to the right. Cote, Holleran, and Bergoli. Max back to pass, now flushed out of the pocket. Running, he's being chased, and he has the ball stripped, and it goes out of bounds, but I believe that he may have enough for 1st down. Nice job by Max Rapop, who just ran out of the pocket. He had 2 defenders for Quincy chasing him, including Greg Walsh. He had the ball stripped. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Right in front of the North Quincy bench, right in front of Coach Peter Chisholm. And let's see what they're going to say. It did roll out of bounds. And now the officials are going to take a timeout. They're going to bring the sticks over for a measurement. That's what they're doing. And that's certainly a very big play for the North Quincy Red Raiders, as Quincy stripping the ball, but in doing so, they move the ball forward. And they're going to be just shy of 1st down yardage, so it's going to be 4th and, well, 4th and 1. It is marked at the 34-yard line. And it really didn't look like North Quincy got a very good spot there. I thought they easily had that 1st down. It looked like Max Rapop was over the 35 up to about the 36-yard line, and then the ball stripped forward. So North Quincy not a good spot. So now it is 4th and a yard. Rapop on the handoff to Bergoli, puts his head down, and I don't think he got it. The Quincy players are signaling it's their ball, but the Zebras have yet to do it, and now they do. It is Quincy ball, and I think North Quincy, I don't think they got the right bounce of the ball there, but the play stands, and it's Quincy ball, 1st and 10 at the North Quincy 35-yard line with 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go in regulation. So now for Mike Lorenzano, he has a wishbone backfield, everybody in behind him, and they hand off straight ahead to Chris Sullivan, junior running back, and he gets down to about the 31-yard line. And Pat Bergoli helps up one of the Quincy players, Tom Shruhan. A little bit of sportsmanship there. Talk about that after this play. 2-yard pickup on that last one. It is 2nd down and 8 for Quincy from the North 33-yard line again. Everybody in the backfield. Lorenzano keeps it. He's to the 30. He's to the 25. He's to the 20 and is bumped out of bounds. No flags. A couple of linemen just kind of mixing it up a little bit, but no flags, and it'll be a 1st down Quincy at the 19-yard line. That's the great thing about this series. Some of these youngsters battling each other today as enemies will wind up friends as time goes on. And they root for Quincy or North Quincy football, except on one day of the year, on Thanksgiving Day. First and 10 for Quincy, and the handoff straight ahead to Chris Sullivan once again for about a yard. He was stopped by Chris Selter. 3:15. Clock continues to roll. North Quincy needs the football. They trail 21-13. Presidents come out. Lorenzano looks back. The three backs behind him. Nobody wide now. Camborian goes in motion. Lorenzano keeps it on his feet to the 20. He's to the 15 and is thrown down at about the 14-yard line by Vin Trietti. And it will be a third down. We've got an injured player. It's a Quincy player down on the field. And I believe it's Tom Shruhan. And it is Shruhan having his right leg or knee being looked at by the trainer. 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go in regulation. Quincy 21, North Quincy 13. Mike Lorenzano, Paul Desmond, and Pete Tarowski with the Quincy scores. Dean Zoya and Joe Holleran with the North Quincy scores. Quincy all their points in the first half. North Quincy's 13 points have all come here in the second half. Shruhan coming out, and that could be very important because Shruhan is the center. And at this point in the game, you put somebody new there snapping the ball to the quarterback, and you never know. It is third down and almost 6 for Quincy at the North 15-yard line, and the handoff goes to Scott Kelly. He's inside the 15, left side, down to about the 12-yard line goes Kelly, and it will be fourth down. Let's see what Coach Noble will do with 2:05, and North Quincy has used the timeout. That is their final timeout, and for Quincy right now, what do you do if you're Bob Noble? Do you go for the field goal? That'd pretty much put this one out of reach. It would give Quincy a 10-point lead, but with a field goal comes all kinds of problems. The possibility of it being blocked, of being a bad snap, or something like that. There are a lot of negatives, so if you're Bob Noble, do you go for the field goal, or do you just run it up to the middle and hope to get a first down? Both coaches huddling up with their entire team. No indication right now. Of course, Shruhan, who is the kicker, left the game a couple of plays to go with an injury, so that might be a factor as well. And it looks like Quincy is going to go for it. They will not go for the field goal. They will go for it on 4th and 4 from the North 13-yard line. Lorenzano play action fake. Can't find anybody, in trouble, and is sacked back at the 18-yard line. Lorenzano tried that naked bootleg, but Kyle Piazza leading the defense for the North Quincy Red Raiders. Nice job by North Quincy defensively. So the Red Raiders will get a shot at it with a minute 58 to go in regulation, and a 21-13 Quincy lead over the North Quincy Red Raiders. So a long way to go. Line of scrimmage for North Quincy will be their own 17-yard line. Max Rapoff has 3 receivers right Zoya, lone man in the backfield behind him. He is back to pass, rushes on, and he is sacked at the 12-yard line. The Quincy defense came busting through. It was Joe Duffy making the sack, putting the ball back at the 12-yard line, and it will be 2nd and 17 for the North Quincy Red Raiders with 1:32 and to go in regulation, and they are out of timeouts. Rapop back to pass, rolling out, can't find anybody, and is taken down at the 5-yard line as Joe Cox put him down. So North Quincy giving up ground, and they cannot stop the clock. 1:09. It is continuing to roll as North Quincy, as we said, had to use some timeouts early in this second half, and it's coming back to haunt them a little bit. It is 3rd down and about 22 for North Quincy, back at the 7. Rapop back to pass, and he's in trouble and is taken down in the end zone for a safety. John Alves with the tackle, but Max Rapop had nowhere to go and is taken down in the end zone. And the safety with 39.9 seconds. The guy still laughed at that. As we said, they march it off in tenths of seconds. Now let's see what the officials, they've put the ball back out at the 3-yard line. And Quincy going for a field goal. Excuse me, it was a touchdown. I apologize. It is good. And we've got a penalty flag thrown. That, John, maybe help me out here. That did not look like a fumble and a touchdown. It looked like Max Rapop was taken down for a safety. But they called it a touchdown, and...
Well, I was pretty close to the play here, and I didn't see the signal for a touchdown. I thought it was a safety, along with you.
But they called it a touchdown, and I don't have who they credited the touchdown to, but it is a touchdown and the point after. So now it is Quincy 28 and North Quincy 13. As they ruled that Max Rapop fumbled it in the end zone and was recovered by the Quincy Presidents. As we said, a very strange game, and flag was thrown, personal foul against the North Quincy Red Raiders. So Quincy will kick this from the North Quincy 45-yard line, and with the wind at their back, they ought to be able to kick this one over the scoreboard. And a very strange turn of events. There have been a lot of strange plays in this football game, and that's certainly one of the stranger. So it'll be Quincy kicking it off. (28-13), Quincy with the lead. Truhan kicks it off, and it is taken by Zoya at the 20, up the middle of the field to about the 30-yard line, and that's where he is stopped. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the North Quincy Red Raiders with 34.5 seconds to go. And North Quincy right now, well, 28-13, not much unless you throw it long, get a touchdown, and then get the onside kickback. We'll see what happens as Pop brings them out, sends the 3 wideouts to the right. Now Zoya goes in motion to the left, nobody in the backfield, and it's Rapop running around his own left end, and he is ridden out of bounds at about the 31-yard line, taken down by Scott Kelly with 26.5 seconds to go. That stops the clock as Max gets the play from the North Quincy sideline. And it appears that Bob Noble's going to go 2-0 on Thanksgiving Day. And Peter Chisholm will drop to 0-2. Pop under center again. 3 receivers to the right, throws it complete to Holleran at the 35 and is in trouble and taken down just to pick up a couple of yards. And now we've got another flag thrown, and that will stop the clock with 14.1 seconds to go. It's been an absolute chippy game, and it's personal foul against Quincy. And well, off 15-yarder puts the ball down for North Quincy at their own 49-yard line. And now the officials start the clock, 11 seconds, 10, and North Quincy taking it easy, and they're not going to get the play off here unless they hurry. 2 seconds, 1 second, they snap the ball. Rapop rolling out, rolling, Rush is on, and he's going to be hit at the 48-yard line and taken down. And that is the end of the football game. The Quincy High School Presidents come rushing out on the field as they come away with a hard-fought 28-13 victory over the North Quincy Red Raiders. And it is a dejected bunch of North Quincy Red Raiders who come out now for the ceremonial handshake. Our final score, Quincy 28, North Quincy 13. Let's take a 30-second timeout, and then we'll be back with more.
I'll say it again here. It's all the kids. The kids do a great job. We got out to a pretty good lead, and we kind of let them creep back in again. But defense came up huge at the end of the game there. And I can't be more happier right now, particularly for them. This is great. We're turning things around a little now. So things are going in the right direction as far as Quincy High School and their football program. And I couldn't be more happier for these guys. The second half of the year, we really played well, and hopefully we showed that today.
That last touchdown you got, we thought it was a safety. Who got credit for that?
No. Well, the play prior to that was Paul Desmond was knocked out of bounds actually at the 1-yard line, so it was not a safety. So there was no fumble into the end zone. So then we scored on the next play by Mike Lorenzano. So there was not a fumble that caused the safety.
Coach, congratulations. You got any words for the folks at home?
Just once again, if my sister Alicia isn't there, she's home cooking the turkey. Clear out that big space in the middle of the table again. Here comes the trophy.
You got a hungry coach coming too. Congratulations, Coach.
You've been this year too. I really appreciate it. From Quincy High School, thanks a lot, Charlie.
Okay, now we're going to talk to the real authority. We're going to get his mother. Hey, Gloria Nova wants to give her son a big hug. And Gloria, you look real happy and real proud this morning.
I am. I'm a little shaky because, oh boy, this meant so much to Bobby. I'm so proud of him. He's worked hard. This is a great team. Just make a very happy Thanksgiving Day. And my husband Bob is standing right here too. Come and say something, Bob. Not just a thank you, John.
All right, Gloria, we're going to walk over to Bob. He is, of course, the photographer for the Quincy Sun, taking many pictures for us over at JDA, and you're once again proud of your boy today.
It's a great, certainly, I'm proud of him all the time, but this is a really nice day for him and for us, and it's a good day for Quincy because both teams fought really hard, and North did a good job, and as I told you earlier, I really don't like close games unless we're behind, so this turned out wonderful for us, and I appreciate it.
Okay, Bob, thank you very much. And we walked the sidelines during the game, both of us, and we mentioned how much momentum had shifted. In the beginning, Quincy was up, and then the Red Raiders came back, and then momentum seemed to get off of one bench and go on to the other. And we had a very, very thrilling finish to this game today, and we have the Red Raiders down in the end zone to my right, and we will be talking hopefully with Coach Chisholm, and they will have the presentation of the trophies. And Charlie, I'll send it up to you for just a couple of seconds.
All right, thank you very much, John. Let's get back to the studio for just a moment, a 30-second timeout. 28-13, Quincy defeating North Quincy. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay, and
hi, I'm Bill Cannon from the Garden Gate Florist.
we have the superintendent of schools, Superintendent Creedon. You've had a great game again this morning.
It was a wonderful Thanksgiving morning, great game. Credit to the coaches and the staff, and obviously to the kids themselves. But this was in the best tradition of this wonderful rivalry that we have between Quincy High School and North Quincy High School. Great game, great place to be.
Okay, thank you very much. And that was Superintendent Creedon, and he is walking now, as he was down earlier, down with the Quincy Presidents. He's walking over with the North Quincy Red Raiders. And we are up at their end of the field right now, Charlie, and I'm going to see if I can get a word with Coach Chisholm. But right now he's addressing his players. And just to make a comment or two, you know, this was a hard-fought game. There was a lot of hard hitting in it. There were a couple of penalties. You called them chippy penalties at the end of the game, and certainly they were. But after the game was over and after the penalties were all taken and the final whistle blew, the kids not only shook hands with each other and congratulated each other, but there were a lot of kids that were actually hugging each other, saying, yeah, you guys played very, very well this morning. So despite the fact that they went out on the field and they left all they had on the field, they were still friends and they were still good sports, and that's a tribute to both schools this morning.
John, you're absolutely right, and indeed, when the game ended, the I don't want to, maybe hostility is too strong of a word, but the back and forth that you obviously get in a football game between the two teams, it immediately ended, and that's what I said earlier about the camaraderie, if you will, that in Quincy and North Quincy, that people that players that opposed each other today will probably wind up being friends and will root for each other's team, except for one day of the year, and that's on Thanksgiving, and that has gone on for as long as this series has, and will certainly continue.
You know, these kids in years to come will go to Hall of Fame dinners and reunion dinners, and they'll talk about this game and other games, and the older they get, the better they will have played. And it's just a great memory that they will have, and it's great to see the kids out here today, and it's great to see the way they are right now, just taking time to pause and reflect and discuss the game a little bit. And hopefully when we have the presentation, and later we'll get a chance to talk to Coach Chisholm from North Quincy.
All right, thank you, John, and so you can jump in whenever you need to. Here, let's recap the scoring for Quincy. Mike Lorenzano opened the scoring with 8:24 to go in the first quarter. A 19-yard run. The kick was no good. 6-0 Quincy. Minute 51 to go in the second quarter. Paul Desmond punched it in from a yard out. Lorenzano ran in the two-point conversion, 14-0. That's the way it was at halftime. Third quarter, Quincy added to their lead. Pete Tarowski, a 19-yard touchdown pass from Mike Lorenzano. Tom Shruhan kicked the point, 21-0, and then North Quincy mounted their comeback with 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Dean Zoya, 1-yard run. Joe Holleran kicked the point. It was 21-7. And in the fourth quarter, with 9:02 to go, Joe Holleran hauled in a 26-yard touchdown pass from Max Serpoff. They missed the point after it was 21-13, and then with 39.9 seconds to go, North Quincy fumbled the ball in the end zone. It looked like it was a safety as Max Serpoff was tackled in the end zone. The officials ruled it a fumble. Quincy recovered. Shruhan kicked the point, 28-13. Quincy with the lead, and that's the way it ended, 28-13. Quincy closes the year 3 wins and 7 losses. North Quincy 1 win and 9 losses. The overall series, Quincy 35 victories, North Quincy 28 victories, and there have been 5 ties. And the North Quincy huddle, if you will, has just about broken up. John is looking for Coach Peter Chisholm. Let's take another 30-second timeout.
I'm breaking down myself.
Coach, you said as you went into the second half, the game wasn't over, and your team just put on one heck of a comeback there.
The seniors really stepped it up, and the whole team did. You know, we told them in the locker room, you know, this is it. You know, this is your last 22 minutes of football that you're going to play here at this high school. And you got to lay everything out and leave it out on the field. And that's what these kids did. They have nothing to be ashamed about. They got to hold their heads high. And they did a great job. I'm really proud of them, every single one of them. Great.
You're a little bit behind when time ran out today, but it certainly wasn't by any lack of effort on any one of your players today, Coach.
It's been played like that all year. Unfortunately, the things haven't gone our way too much, but these kids are hanging in there week after week after week. And, you know, they're a great bunch of kids. Great bunch of kids. I'm going to miss them.
All right, Coach, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. It's sometimes not easy to do when you're on the short end of the score, especially in a game like today. But Coach has always been gracious to us and always taken the time to come over and speak with us. And Charlie, you can see up there better than I can see down here. Is there anybody else you think I should be getting? I know Kenny McPhee is over here, and he's on the phone. And I was looking for Jackie Raymer just a little bit earlier, but I'm not sure where he is.
I don't know, but I don't see him either. But well, we'll send it down to you in just a couple of moments for closing comments. Quincy with a 28-13 victory over the North Quincy Red Raiders. We'll take another 30-second timeout, and then we'll be back.